Did you hear about Brian Flores?
Keep blind.
Brian Flores, the ex-Miami Dolphin coach, he's suing the NFL for racist practice.
I
Much.
did, I'm not a big news watcher,
Okay.
but I did see some posts about that. I didn't get the whole context of the story, but I did see that.
Yeah, so supposedly he went to go to a job interview, or he had a job interview scheduled for a couple teams because he did a great job with the Dolphins. And it's already, I think, about 6 coaches, I could be wrong, got fired this year. Only one coach stands, that's Mike Tomlin on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he gets a text from his old boss at the Patriots, Bill Belichick, saying, "Congratulations, Brian, to getting the New York, I think it was the New York Jets team."
But it was the wrong Brian.
It was the wrong Brian. and then he kind of tried to walk it back. And then he's like, "I didn't even go to an interview yet. How can he already get the job?" So that's why he's suing certain teams right now. Well, yeah, so, I mean, and then he also said that the owner of the Dolphins did some illegal things as far as trying to pay him to lose games under the table. And Brown was like, "No, I'm not doing that. That's against the law or rules."
Yeah, being a person of integrity can cost you. So, yeah. I mean, but it's the history of what we know to be NFL, right? It's what we know to be this sort of work, good boys team sort of profession where you have to do what they say, how they say it, or else you're excluded from the pack.
Yeah, and then you gotta look at these owners. These owners are like, what, 60 years old, 70. You expect them to change because those people got there for a reason of power.
Yeah.
You don't tell them what to do. They don't
tell
like
you.
they don't like to take answers from people. So
They don't.
For them to change, I doubt that's gonna happen. And they try to do stuff like if you hire or if you even give these black people interviews, we'll give you like draft picks. They're trying to incentivize them, but it's like, why should that even be the case?
Right.
Like, if you're qualified, you're qualified.
Right.
So that's where I'm confused. And like 80, 90% of the players are black on top of that, or mixed, or whatever you want to call it, and it's just messed up.
It is across the board, and I think sometimes the layers of complexity in addressing it is from the power and sort of streamlining that power or dispersing it out so more people have access, and then I think it also has to be something done at the level of the actual players who will go hand in nail, like just unwilling to just allow or accept that type of behavior, right? So if I pay you to perform and you are okay with what we do in all areas, right? How we treat other people, who we allow in. If you don't give any pushback on that, I'm going to continue. You're just going to keep performing, right? Your feedback is not going to be valuable.
That's corporate America right there.
But what happens when corporate America has to listen to the people that they pay to perform, right?
Yeah.
They respond and they change policies and they implement new things. And it has to be the same level of, I think, feedback, instruction, and opposition from the players. But
I think the players are
they have too
scared
much
though
to
because
risk.
there you go, risks. So they're scared because they come for nothing. So when they see money coming like that, and they're already living crazy because they're probably living check by check. So they're scared to even say anything. Because if you think about it, when Kaepernick did what he did, everybody should have came and banned or boycott the NFL. And I bet you money they would have. When you start touching their pockets, their money, affecting their money, things would have changed. But you got people that are like, I don't care, or you got the players that are like, they're scared.
Yeah.
So do you
rightfully so, right? You know, a lot could be impacted, your lives, your families, your wives, your children. But at what risk does, the fear take away from the actual change that could be made if you just stood ground and solid and in unison with each other?
So what do you think? Is it ever going to change, or do you think?
It's going to have to take some bold players for it to change.
I don't know.
And some people getting in places where they're not invited, but they make room for themselves.
Like Jay-Z, he's squeaky, like he's in the NFL right now. And
I mean, what he's doing could take another 10 years before you actually see change.
You're right. And then somebody's going to have to follow his footsteps too to continue it.
Yeah, put themselves in the position to where they have the money, they have the resources, they have the backing and the support.
Maybe a black owner might start something too.
Yep.
if they allow that.
Right.
Yeah.
What's allowed and what's not.
Yeah.